Well, winter is here and we are super excited about that, but honestly, we're kind of feeling the urge to get out of the house and do a little bit of exploring. So we are going to pack everything up and go spend the night out somewhere in the woods. And yes, we have lots of snow on the ground, but it isn't actually enough to use the snow machine yet. So we are going to take one last trip with the side-by-side, which Cody's in the process of kind of cleaning up and getting it ready so we can start packing all of our stuff in. We have had some pretty chilly temperatures lately, but today it's actually a little bit warmer. So I feel pretty comfortable taking that side-by-side when it is maybe like 10, 15 degrees colder than what it is going to be today. That does have it doesn't want to start. So we think it might need a new battery, honestly. But we're feeling pretty good. We're going to be prepared, kind of bring all the things that we need to bring to get it started just in case we have some issues. And yeah, we'll see what it does. We're just going to kind of go drive around for a while, find a good spot. We're going to bring the tent, pop up the tent, and just kind of spend the night outside and see what happens. And we are all packed up and ready to go. bunch of trees would be cute. Or that one.
Go up by that one.
I think we found a nice wide open enough spot for us for tonight, so we're gonna get that tent set up, and I think we'll have just enough time before it gets dark to get that done. This is gonna be down the center of the tent, I'm pretty sure. Is that about the right angle you want it to be at?
We'll adjust it so it's folded in the case, but...
It's this backside, Cody. We gotta pull all these legs back out.
Alright, kiddo. There's your home for the next foreseeable future.
Foreseeable future? Tent? You say tent?
Nobody's gonna hear you out here. No. Hello! Is that silly? Yeah. You try.
Yeah.
Hello! Your turn. What?
Where do you want the air mattress? In the rough spot where we had it before? Or do you want it closer to the stove? What do you think? Is this cool? I've been wanting to do something like this for a while. I'm excited. I can take that big bag of blankets too.
All right.
It also has our pillows in here.
Yeah.
What do you think? You gotta set that stove up, get a fire going. Oh, I probably just didn't reach quite far enough. Yep. Okay. There you go. Yes. Which one?
Maybe there's some put the reach.
Oh, and this one.
You can get the thing.
What thing? Oh, there's another one in there? I didn't know that. This is like worse than sand though, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Walking on snow.
It's
They probably should have shoveled some of the snow, but whatever.
it's squishier than the sand is. Like softer, I feel like.
As it warms up, it'll pack in.
Yeah. You can feel that. I think that's feeling pretty good.
Are you warm? Lori's in the tent getting the fire started and getting started on supper. On the way in, we also got ourselves a grouse. So I'm going to get this cut up and we're going to add that in for supper. It's not a Thanksgiving turkey, but it's as close as we're going to get out here in Alaska. So that is one breast. We'll get a second one and we'll get these cut up and put in the pan. There's our two breasts. I'm going to get these passed off to Lori. Oh, I think it's time to come. I heard
We're gonna give it a try.
Yay.
Try. Yeah, we're gonna give it a try. Hopefully I do okay. Yeah.
A bus?
Okay, Roland, this is hot, okay? This is hot. Hot, yes, this is hot. So you have to be very careful. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very careful. Finally got our fire started. This isn't an easy one. The drafting is just very different from at home, but we finally got it. You got it. Really, Cody got it. I had to have him come and do it for me. I've never tried to do it before, and it was very challenging. It's taking a little bit longer to get it heated up in here, but we're finally starting to feel the heat. We've got our pans starting to heat up on the stove for dinner tonight. But before we do that, it is actually Thanksgiving today, so I figured we'd have a nice special treat and make some hot chocolate from scratch to have. So we've got all of our ingredients here. We are using some of this kind of shelf-stable milk, though we do keep some of these on hand all the time at home, so we're gonna use up some of that. And then we've just got salt, some sugar, cocoa powder, milk chocolate, and semi-sweet chocolate chips. That should be able to make it. If we feel like we really, really want it super, super chocolatey and luxurious, we've got some of this dark chocolate sauce to add also. But we're gonna kind of mix it all together in our pot so it can start melting down and heating up for us. So we're gonna add, this is 1 quart of whole milk. We're gonna put all of this in the pot to start. So it's probably supposed to be like 2 tablespoons worth of cocoa powder. This is a teaspoon. We're probably gonna do 3 very, very heaping scoops of this, which would probably be like 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. That's very heaping. Look at that. That can heap a lot. Okay. It's Thanksgiving. We can go all out. Salt.
That is far plenty, holy.
Maybe just
2 big heapings.
just like that much.
Actually,
We can always adjust this later if we think it needs more. How much total chocolate chips was this supposed to have? Like half a cup, did you say?
mm-hmm.
Okay. We're gonna split this 50-50. We're gonna say that's like a 1/4 cup-ish of milk.
Oh, there's a freebie. Yeah, go.
1/4-ish cup of semi-sweet. And like I said, we're gonna wait to add this later if we think that it needs it, but it might not. So we're just gonna get this mixed up and on the stove to get nice and toasty. Alright, those chocolate chips are finally starting to melt down a little bit, but we're going to take this off the stove because we're going to start making dinner because that pan is nice and hot. So for dinner, we're going to have that grouse that we got, but we also brought our own jarred up turkey for the Thanksgiving theme. We're going to make something super, super simple. We're just going to do turkey and cheese quesadillas. So I did pre-make, well, kind of. I kind of pre-made the tortillas at home. I mixed up the dough. I rolled them all out to their shape, but they're not cooked yet. So we are going to kind of cook them as we're going as well. This is my first time trying this, so hopefully it works out. I thought it'd be a really simple way of doing this. So we just drained our turkey, and I'm just kind of mixing it up with the fork so it's nice and shredded. And then, really basic, we're going to do a little bit of cheddar and a little bit of mozzarella on all of them. Sizzling is a good sign.
Oh. Ow.
I think I'm going to do one not cooking both sides of the tortilla, and then I'll do another one where I cook 2 tortillas, and then we'll see. It's looking pretty good to me. And our cocoa is sitting here just being warm. It's getting a lot closer to being able to drink.
Nope, not that one. That one's already full. Oh.
Yes.
We are not going to judge the shape of these tortillas. It's not working out quite as niftily as I was hoping it would.
Yeah, good job. Doesn't go in.
Is it fine? Okay. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to do this method again.
Okay.
I think I would just pre-cook the tortillas and freeze them pre-cooked.
Yeah.
It was worth a try anyway. Our last quesadilla is cooked. The last tortilla is cooking. And I think it is finally time to have some of our hot chocolate. I think having this cocoa sitting on the floor next to the stove is going to keep this at a really good drinking temperature. So hopefully we can just immediately try it and it's not going to be too hot. Looks delicious. Cody.
with them?
She's like, I'm playing with a puzzle.
Pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's really yummy. Well, it's the next morning. We survived the night, but we are getting really low on firewood. So I'm going to start off this morning by finding a tree to go cut down. In this area, there's a lot of black spruce. So they're really, really tiny, not really much to them. So it should be pretty easy, honestly, for me to go cut one down and carry one over. We did bring our chainsaw and stuff, so later on I might send Cody out to go do it. I'm looking around at this little cluster, and there might be like 2 really tiny spindly ones. That one right there looks pretty dead, and there's another one over there that's even smaller. I'm gonna go see if I can find one that's just a little bit bigger than that though, so we might walk all the way across over there along the edge of the clearing to find one. We all woke up around 2 o'clock last night and went outside and kind of was awake for a little bit, and we noticed that the sky cleared up. We didn't expect that to happen. You could actually see the stars and you could see the northern lights too. So we went out and we quick set up our camera, so we'll see what that looks like, and if it does anything cool, we'll throw that up on the screen for you guys too. Here's some of the old tracks that Cody and I have come out here and taken before. Kind of exploring around, scouting out a spot. I think I see one right there, so we're gonna go that way. There's a lot of leaning trees in here though, so I'm sure we have quite a few we can pick from. This was supposed to be Cody's job this morning, but honestly I just felt like getting outside, so I said I'd do at least one tree. That one right there, it's little, but it's pretty good. Pretty good size compared to a bunch of the other little ones around here. These trees are small, so we're definitely gonna need to grab a few of them to make a difference. I'm gonna come back and grab those other 2. That one is a lot bigger, a lot fatter at the base, so it'll last us a bit longer. I just don't want to set this down in the snow. I'd rather not get any of that on the tree, so I'm not very far. I'll just walk over and set it in the side by side. Not too far. That's how far I am. And I know we live in the middle of the woods, but there's something to just heading out and being out in the middle of the woods. Coming out here, spending the night, getting outside as a family, having the stars come out and the northern lights. It's been the perfect Thanksgiving, and I think we're gonna have to make this a new tradition or something similar, at least. I'm very happy that we did this. Okay. Almost there. So you can kind of see my tracks where I just cut down that one. And this taller one right here, that one's dead too, which I couldn't quite tell from a distance, but up close you can see that there's no pine needles on it. I couldn't tell from a distance, but up close there's no needles on that. It's all just that like beard stuff. So this one's also a lot fatter at the base, so this is what we're going for. 3 trees. That's all I'm good for this morning. There are quite a few, like this cluster of trees right there, that are probably 30 or so feet tall. Those are all dead. But to some extent, I do know my limits. And while this is not something I even could have considered doing my last pregnancy, I'm very thankful to be able to do it this time around. But I am also trying to do that balancing act of not pushing myself too far. But we've got 3 trees now cut up. That'll last us a good chunk of time. It really won't last us that long. The stove in this tent does kind of go through firewood really quickly. So we are using quite a bit more than we're used to. But that's fine. You know, we'll cut down. There's plenty of trees to pick from to have enough firewood to kind of keep us going. Also, the tent itself is only a 3-season tent, so technically it's not rated for below freezing temperatures. We're kind of right at the edge of being in like the mid-20s. Maybe it dipped down to the high teens last night. And I would say as long as you have enough firewood and keep that stocked, it's fine. The air mattress did fully deflate on us, so that was a little uncomfortable. It wasn't the best sleep we've ever had. In the future, we are hoping to get some cots, and that'll also lift us up off the ground a little bit too, keep us a bit warmer. Again, it wasn't the worst thing with this being a very inefficient stove. We do have to get up almost once an hour to add a couple of logs to it, but it's still a good experience, though. And I can't get over the view. Well, it's about time for breakfast, so we've got some fresh pears that we're just snacking on while we're waiting for our pan to heat up and some of our oil to melt. Well, I guess beef tallow. We're almost there. And then we're gonna make some pancakes. So I pre-mixed all of the dry ingredients, and we're just gonna add some more milk and the egg and the oil, and just have some plain pancakes with some of our home canned blueberry syrup that we really like. Is that yummy? Mm-hmm.
I'll share 1 egg.
Yeah, that's all I need. Okay. And then this is about a half a cup-ish. It's 4 ounces. 4 ounces, I think, is a half cup. I think it is. So we want at least 3 of these. Alright. This is your job now. You gotta mix it good. Pear. Pear. Mm-hmm.
Give it a shake.
Yeah, shake it.
Shake, shake, shake. Oh, it's pretty heavy. Shake, 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 shake. Thank
Good
you.
job.
I don't know if the jar moved.
No, it didn't. It was just her butt. Got a nice little booty shake going on right there. Oh, honey,
You ready for a pancake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy. You know how to make jumbo pancakes.
Is there any other way?
Thought that'd be a lot more.
Oh, that is all of your trees.
They were little trees.
That should last 2 hours.
Well, if we stay much longer, we're gonna have to cut down a few more trees.
Yeah, firewood.
And just like that, the tent is all cleaned up. It's just my stuff that I need to get on and bundle, and we are about to go head out. I don't think we're gonna go straight home. We decided we're not gonna spend another night out here, but I do think that we're gonna spend kind of the rest of the daylight today just driving around, exploring, just kind of traveling around a little bit, and then we'll head home. There's no way you're folding that again. There's no way.
At least this will get most of the air out now.
Okay. I'd like to see you try to fold that again. Now this part I could probably help a bunch with if you want me to sit on it. It'll work immediately.
Nope.
I told you.
See if we can get this thing started.
Yeah, moment of truth.
Easy.
That wasn't bad. It's also a lot warmer than the last few days.
Yeah.
See how much I can zoom. But you can see Denali. And made it just in time before dark. That was a really fun trip. I'm really happy that we went and did that. But now we have the task of getting all of this stuff put away. I think we've got snow on the forecast for tomorrow, so this has to get done tonight.